becomes carbon dioxide and water, and then the carbon dioxide leaves. So if you're blowing off the CO2, it's causing this to go this direction faster, you know, Le Chatelier's principle.
Also breathing it in too, aren't you?
Not when you're hyperventilating, because you're usually taking shallow breaths and you're just, so you're not using the oxygen, so that's, your system's already saturated with the oxygen.
Okay.
So that's not coming or going, it's already full. So it's just the carbon dioxide you keep getting rid of. So that's why they give you a paper bag to start breathing in the paper bag. So you just keep breathing in the carbon dioxide all the time to get the carbon dioxide level up and change the pH. So, and then they charge you, what, like $2,000 for that paper bag.
You have from experience?
One of the jobs I had in college way back in the olden days was I was an ambulance attendant. And I was only, back in the county I lived in was a very rural county. The only thing they had on the ambulance was the MT1s, which is like that much above first aid. And there in California was that the fire department was its own separate. You called for an ambulance, he got me. The fire department actually had all the equipment on it. So like here, the fire department ambulance is one place. You call it, you get the fire department. There, the small rural area, you called, and it's pretty much for all of California, the rural areas. You call for an ambulance and you get just the ambulance, which is a private company. I worked for a private ambulance company. Okay, but let's say there was a car accident where you had to pry open the door, cut off the roof. Well, the fire departments who had all the equipment, they had the air chisels and the saws and the jaws of life. So you have to call the fire department. So they would show up with the equipment and actually do the extrication. They would pry open the door, cut off the roof, whatever's needed. And since they're right there, they would usually be the ones that lifted the patient onto the gurney. And half the time, then they'd stick the gurney in the ambulance. And then we'd drive to the hospital. And then we would send them a bill for extrication. We charged them for the fire department getting them out of their car. So yes, if we got called to somebody and somebody's hyperventilating, then we gave them, I shook out my tuna fish sandwich and banana and gave them the bag. The company would insist that we charge them for that.
A lot of interesting jobs you had.
I did a lot of stuff working my way through school. And like everybody else, I mean, you gotta do something to pay the bills. Yeah, I had my first job of actually pushing the time clock, you know, when I was 11 years old, washing dishes at a nursing home.
Why is it funny?
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to this class to get sidetracked.